Hello friends, this is Swami. So today we are going to discussing topic is a Graham's law of diffusion. Based on this Graham's law of diffusion, many times they have to ask the questions from JE and NEET point of view. How they are asking the questions from JE and NEET point of view? What are the by using which formula we have to solve that questions? So we can discuss today. Right. So Graham's law of diffusion. So before going to this one, first we know what is the diffusion and effusion process here, right? So first we know what is the diffusion, right? So what is the diffusion process? How can it is happen here? We'll see now. So let us say, for example, we have a two gases which can be separated by a two containers here. So these are the gases molecules are present in this container. So another container we have a other gas molecules, right? So which can be separated by a separator. So when we remove this separator, right? So these gas molecules can mix with each other. These gas molecules are mixed with each other, right? When this spontaneity, these gas molecules can be mixed with spontaneously. So two gas molecules can be mixed with spontaneously, so to form a homogeneous mixture. To form a homogeneous mixture. To form a homogeneous mixture. Right? So when this spontaneity mixing of gaseous molecule to form a homogeneous mixture, so that is nothing but a diffusion. That is nothing but a diffusion. Right? So now we can see effusion. We can see now effusion. So effusion is what here means in that diffusion process we have now. In this diffusion process we have now. So diffusion takes place. Diffusion takes place through a tiny hole. Tiny hole is nothing but a small hole. Tiny hole is nothing but a small hole from high pressure to low pressure. Right? So this spontaneous mixing of gaseous molecule to form a homogeneous mixture is nothing but a diffusion. In this diffusion takes place through a tiny hole from high pressure to low pressure, that is nothing but a effusion. Right? So in this effusion process we can take as an example for that perfumes, we can say that perfume bottle. In that perfume bottle, when we spray that perfume bottle, so the gas molecule spread outside. So how can this gas molecule can be spread here through a tiny hole only, right? So in that perfume bottle, when we spray that perfume bottle, inside of that gas molecule can be effused from small tiny hole only. Yeah. So that is a best example for that effusion process. That is the best example for that effusion process here. Right. So when we spray that perfume here, so the gas molecule can be spread outside through a tiny hole. Right. So then when this can be spread outside, that rate will be there, right? So that rate relation only we are explaining regarding this Graham's law of diffusion. Graham's law of diffusion or effusion process here, right? So according to this Graham's law of diffusion or effusion process, so rate of diffusion or effusion which is inversely proportional to square root of its density. Square root of its density. So this is nothing but a rate of diffusion or effusion. This diffusion or effusion process, that rate or speed of that gaseous molecule, how can this can be depends here means, so that rate of diffusion or effusion process which is inversely proportional to its square root of its density. Square root of its density, right? So then at the same way, this which is rate of diffusion or effusion which is inversely proportional to square root of its vapor density also. So this is for only one gas molecules, one gas. Gas 1 will be present here. So these are the formulas we can use here. If two gases are present here, so what are the formulas we can use? Based on that formulas, how they are asking the questions, we can see now. So rate of diffusion, which is inversely proportional to square root of its density. If one gas will be there, gas 1, so rate of diffusion or effusion, which is inversely proportional to square root of its density. And if gas 2 will be there, so R2, this is R1, is inversely proportional to square root of its density 2, right? So if these two gas relations, so R1 by R2, that equal to root of D2 by D1, right? So that equal to root of VD2 by VD1. VD is nothing but what? Vapor density. VD is what? Vapor density. So generally vapor density, how we should calculate it for that vapor density here? Molecular mass or molecular weight by molecular by 2, right? So in that relation, based on that relation, root of m2 by 2 by m1 by 2, right? So simply we have to write this relation, that is m2 by m1, which means rate of diffusion or effusion, which is inversely proportional to its molecular mass or molecular weight also. Clear? So this formula also very important here, right? So already we know for that rate of diffusion or effusion will be there. So this rate of diffusion, right? So which is generally diffusion or effusion process. So the gas can be occupied per that time. So volume per time. In this process, how much gas can be occupied in that volume per time? Clear? So that is rate of diffusion, which is equal to volume of gas can be occupied per time. Clear? So then this is for one gas molecule. If two gas molecules are present here, this is R1 means V1 by T1. If R2 means V2 by T2. Right? So the simple formula what we have to write here, then R1 by R2, that equal to V1 by T1 into T2 by V2. That equal to this only. So then D2 by D1 or root of M2 by M1. So volume occupied per time is, so we have to use these formulas. Yeah. If they are given density means we can use this one. If they are given molecular mass means we have to use this formulas. So we know then according to Avogadro's law, so V is proportional to N. Right? So in place of this V, we can use this N also, right? So then R1 by R2, that equal to N1 by T1 into T2 by N2, that equal to root of M2 by M1. Clear? And this formula also very important. Based on this formula also, they have to ask the questions here. Right? So these all are we have to use under similar condition of pressure and temperature only. Clear? Right? So under similar condition of pressure and temperature only, we have to use this all the formulas here. Right? So then in case of generally, so the rate of diffusion will be the rate of diffusion, right? So which is directly proportional. So let us say for example, we have a container here. In this container, we have a gaseous molecule. So, right, in this gaseous molecule, diffusion or effusion will be takes place here. So the under constant of pressure and temperature here, right? So this pressure and temperature, how can this rate can be depends on here means? So this rate can be depends on here. Rate is directly proportional to pressure, right? So at the same way, which is directly proportional to square root of its temperature, right? So at the same way, which is directly proportional to, so area also here, right? So based on this, we have to write the formulas here. So R1 by R2 that equal to, so then P1 by P2, M2 by M1. So this formula also very important here. Right? So then in case of this temperature here means, so R1 by R2 that equal to root of T1 by T2, M2 by M1. In case of temperature means, this formula we have to use here. In case of this area means, R1 by R2 that equal to A1 by A2, so into root of M2 by M1. So these are the formulas we have to use for the Gram's law of diffusion process. So based on this, if they want to ask anything question from this NEET or JEE means, so based on these formulas only, they have to ask the questions. How they are asking the questions and everything here. So then down description, I have to give some questions along with solving problems also, right? So then how they are asking the JEE and NEET questions. So I will give in a description here. So if you are liked my video means, please do subscribe. Thank you.